Okay.
We're good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Welcome, intrepid heroes. Novus, the youngest world in the multiverse. Holy shit, babe! I can't believe our look. Quick aside. I didn't realize my grandma's house was this bad. That's her backyard.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah,
That's her lakefront property.
that's gnarly.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Okay. Anyways, back to real shit. Welcome. Good news. The Novus, the youngest world in the multiverse. A world still healing from the aftermath of a war that took place 1,000 years ago for the right to rule this realm. A world where fledgling empires fight the savage wilds that surround them. A place on a world ripe with adventure, full of unexplored lands and magic that suffuses the land. A world on the precipice of change where factions in tension with each other are just waiting for the straw that breaks the camel's back. And a place for heroes to carve their names into the foundations of history and shape civilization for centuries to come. But the gods no longer walk the mortal realm and forge champions in their own image. Heroes must now rise up to the occasion of their own will or of circumstance. And heroes are often born in places where people least expect them, or in people few thought capable of such feats. And our story begins with a crowd of such people that a few days ago most thought nothing of, but after today will rise up to become heroes of this land. Our story begins in a town on the banks of the River Dragor, in a town known as Ikne, on the edge of the Alexandrian Empire. A logging town where the smell of fresh tree sap and chopped wood suffuse the air at all times. But our story does not begin above ground. Our story begins below the guard barracks, in the dungeons, where two guards drag a rather well-dressed, noble-looking man through the halls, past many empty cells, and into a mostly full cell, and toss him in and slam the door behind him. Lucius, if you'd like to tell everybody what your character looks like.
I look like a mid-20s blonde, kind of ancient Greek-looking guy. Wearing like a toga, kind of somewhat curly hair, little beard, and I have with me, floating around me, like a gaggle of butterflies. I think that's it.
It's not quite. And in I would roll a dice to have people describe their character, but in the cell with you are four other individuals of a wide range of backgrounds. Who do you think draws your interest first? There's a turtle,
The turtle.
a monkey. Yeah, okay.
Absolutely curious about the turtle.
Cherry, if you would describe your character for everybody, please.
Hey,
Just what you look like.
Very slow to speak. Very turtle-like.
yes. No.
Turtle.
No. So my turtle has like long fingernails, right?
Oh,
And she has like rings around her fingernails. And on her shell, like she has these ancient like pictures, if that makes sense. And she's carrying a staff. And you know how like you guys seen how I wear those like red bracelets, those red spiritual bracelets? Well, she has one on her right knee, I mean right leg, and she's very earthy, like hippie person. She's very down to earth. She's very kind. She wants to help people. Um,
made of earth.
she's I don't want to say she's a flat earther, but she's like very like into nature. Like she's very she's those type of hippies that is like the earth is my mother. I belong to nature and everything.
But it's not flat.
No, it's not flat. She's not that dumb.
And then there are three other individuals of strange ilk in in the cell with you: a monkey, a fairy, and a human who inexplicably still has his armor on and seems to be unnaturally white.
What's going on with the fairy?
So I kind of just I'm very small. So I'm really small and I have like a third eye kind of deal. Um and I have like, wings that are kind of like an orangey yellow kind of hue and I'm just wearing kind of like a dress kind of deal, like a short dress kind of deal. Um and yeah.
And Danny, would you like to describe your character?
Yes.
Everybody.
Do I still have my cloak, or was that removed when I got thrown in prison?
Uh, yeah, no, you don't have your cloak on. You have whatever clothes you had on under your cloak on.
Okay. So I look a bit like this guy from a different D&D campaign. I'm a simian. I'm brown with a little bit of white in my fur and probably, I think, white markings going up both of my arms uh, onto my back. I'm wearing leather pants, like made of animal skin, like something you might see a tribesman, a Native American tribesman wearing. I'm wearing like a leather vest, like a piece of leather armor. Uh, that's a vest on my chest, and I'm not wearing any shoes. And I don't have the stuff that this guy has on his back. And I'm probably sitting in the corner of this jail cell, looking very like concerned or stressed about my situation, with my eyes kind of glancing from the floor up to other people that are in the cell with me, concerned about them and both where I am and who they are.
Kind of like a cat in a crate.
Yeah, kind of like a cat in a crate, very nervous, very, very concerned and disconcerted about what's going on, but trying to like keep a low profile and just kind of like huddle up in the corner.
And then our final character, Change, if you would like to tell everybody about how you look. Oh, Cheech is dead. Oh, there we go.
I have waited till now until I should reveal myself. My name is Inch Allblood. And you better watch out, or I will suck each and every one of your blood. Well, when I get the chance. That's it.
Have you
So-
announced this to us now, or is
Yeah.
this just your introduction?
I don't care what he says. His character just did that.
Okay, I stare in like concern and disbelief at this strange, elderly-looking man.
He's let me see. Who's got passive perception going on? Where is this even at on there? 13, 9, 15, 14. Kendra, go ahead and give me a perception check real quick.
Okay, how do I roll the dice?
If you have your character sheet open, you should be able to click on the +4 next to perception, and it should just roll a check for you.
Great. Okay, I got 14.
You, after this strange character announces this disconcerting announcement to the fucking group, you look closer at them and you start to notice that their like white complexion is like chipping off of their skin like old paint chipping off of a wall. And you
Okay.
can see like a normal human complexion under the spots of the white.
I sort of like get a little closer and like I'm sort of low to the floor, like with a very low head, like looking a little closer because I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this very strange man and his very and like what's underneath his skin. Uh, but I'm still sitting there silently trying to like I guess hold the lowest profile possible. Wondering what anyone else is going to do in response to this.
Lucius, you can go ahead and also give me a perception check.
Awesome. Okay, let's see. It's 23.
Oh, holy shit. Okay, yeah. Uh, after this strange character makes his announcement, you sort of like you got thrown into the cell and noticed all this, and you had your back to the door. You turn back around to look back out and kind of gauge your surroundings, and you see the two guards that dragged you in talking to the guard that you assume is like on duty for the night. And the after a few moments, the two guards leave, and there's like he kind of like relaxes in a chair with his feet up on a table and like leans back. And after a few moments, you see his keys that were like dangling off of his side, like float off of his body, come back about a foot, and then like vanish into thin air.
Oh no. All right.
The frying pan.
That can't be good.
Anyways, continue your roleplay for now.
Yeah, just to be clear, I have nothing to say to him. I don't have a damn thing to say to this guy.
That's fine.
How close is he to the
I'm specifically
operating door?
ignoring him. I'm like,
Well, the way I had it the way I narrated it a second ago, he was like kind of leaning on the door, like looking out. I don't know what Lucius is doing at this particular moment. Or
yeah, I'm
oh, I
just.
forgot. Hold on. Wait, everybody, I forgot. Everybody open this.
Ah, cool. What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
Everybody, there should be a drop-down menu where you can pick your character's name. Pick your character's name.
Is it Vomit Comet?
There is no password.
Awesome.
Okay.
I don't know what it looks like on y'all's screen, but there should be a picture of the jail cell,
Oh,
which
it says
may
my-
or may not be the jail cell. from
It's black on our
How do
screen.
I enable
fuck.
hardware
Hold on.
acceleration?
yeah, it's very black.
Yeah, hold on.
I can go to your system settings, Danny.
Hmm?
On
On Chrome?
Google, yeah, and then go to system, and then it says use graphics acceleration when available.
Oh, awesome. Relaunch.
I see some real
that?
freaky shit going on.
You do not own any token with vision in the scene.
Okay, yeah. How do I make? Hold on. Let me
Nice.
turn.
How
off
are
my
y'all
model.
moving around?
It's just their cursors.
Oh.
And y'all are gonna have to like zoom in on the black square a lot because the picture is tiny.
Okay. Pretty zoomed.
Configure lighting.
Zoom.
This reminds me of prison.
Ah.
Did I turn it on? Did it turn
Yeah.
on?
Yeah, we're
Fucking, I
seeing.
knew I picked the right meme. Casey, did you see that my background was also in Oblivion?
Yeah, I did. I didn't want to say anything.
This is a tiny jail cell for all of us.
It's not meant to house prisoners for long periods of time.
This boat's there.
Hold on, give me 1 second. Yeah. Change, how do you feel about this monkey, like, inspecting you all up close?
I wouldn't say I'm too close to him. I'm kind of just like creeping a little bit close, leaning forward, trying to get a better look at this extremely strange and flamboyant creature.
I
Figuring
say
out,
back. Get away from me.
I immediately like pull back to my corner.
I am not ready yet. Not for the likes of you.
I kind of slink my way over to the door and I guess behind Lucius and try to jiggle the handle to see if there's any possible way, looking for a way of escape. That there might be some kind of way to get this door open, or pry it off its hinges or something like that. Do I need to roll a check for that?
You're just like shaking the door violently, like trying to get out.
A little bit. I'm expecting the door, looking for a way of opening it if there's some kind of way.
Oh, so you
Try
want
to
to make
look.
like an investigation check?
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll investigation.
Okay. I got a 9.
Oh yeah. From what you can see, there doesn't seem to be any immediate like weak point in the door, but something you do see is on the far wall of the dungeons. You see something that looks like your master's symbol, like carved into the wall.
Okay. Well, I immediately make my way over there.
Well,
but-
no, it's like outside of your cell. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
on the other side of the guard.
Can I do an Arcana check on the guard? Like that general? Or
Yeah,
I
like
have
what
detect
are you trying to?
I want to know what's going on with the fucking key.
Yeah. So,
Do you want me to detect
Like-
magic or?
you certainly could detect magic. Yeah, go ahead. And how long does it last? You can concentrate on it for a long time, can you?
Let me see. Up to 10 minutes.
Yeah. Go ahead and use. Well, wait. Everybody's in, like manacles. You know, like everybody's got handcuffs on.
Oh.
Oh no, somebody found the draw feature. Uh, uh, does Detect Magic say it requires any somatic components, or is it only verbal?
I don't think it actually says anything. Oh wait, yeah, verbal and somatic. I don't. Can I roll for like Arcana or Insight?
Yeah, roll an Arcana check.
Trying to like what could that have been? I got a 17.
You're 17. Sorry, I was hoping Luke
Yeah.
didn't hear. You're pretty sure that that wasn't like some kind of magical entity that did that. You're pretty sure that it was. I just noticed that this actually has the Oblivion UI on its.
Yeah,
um,
Go ahead.
the you're pretty sure it was a person who's invisible that's hiding in the
Ah.
room with you guys.
Okay, so now can I detect magic to find them?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I detect magic.
Uh,
Which,
yeah,
like,
so,
you know, maybe that's me hitting the whip. You know,
yeah.
something I can do within. Something I could do in manacles. You know.
Yes. Oh, it's a pretty easy spell. It's fine. You can cast it in manacles.
One of my
so-
butterflies. I lock eyes with one of my butterflies, and he comes down, and he lands on the tip of my finger, and and just cast detect magic.
The so the first thing you immediately notice is a large clump of magic in a chest that you assume is probably the items that the guards have taken from you and the other prisoners in this cell. The other thing you notice is in outline of like a long-haired armored person that go ahead make an insight check. It's real easy, but just for the heck of it, just if you roll a nat one, it'll be funny.
A 6.
Okay, yeah, you're pretty sure it's Labienus.
Okay, can I message him?
Yeah.
Okay, I lock eyes with one of my butterflies floating around, and he lands on my nose, and I message to fucking Labienus, and I'm like, all right, what's the plan here?
I was planning on just waiting and seeing until this guard hopefully leaves.
Bet. Okay. All right, cool. We're chilling. And then I go and I make my way over to a little, you know, a nice little place to sit down in here. Maybe we're that, like, you know, over here.
Can I roll a perception check maybe on Cherry? Do I recognize her from like being a fairy as a fey creature?
Okay, so you mean Cherry is Lou, that's the turtle.
Oh, sorry,
Blossom is Satin. Yeah, I would say, like, you're trying to see if you remember fairies, like, from your childhood. I'd say actually roll a history check, because you're probably not going to, like, remember her specifically.
Yes, I'll do that. So she seems familiar, and I take notice of that, and I'm trying to remember why or if
I'm trying to
I
figure out
remember.
if I've ever seen.
And I got a 3.
Uh, um,
I got no
I,
memory.
you, y- you are very unsure if this person is actually from the Feywild or not. Like, you have a sinking feeling that they are. It, like, it's enough to compel you to act, I would say. To maybe bring it up or something.
Okay, I make my way over, and I ask, do you know some kind of way we could get out of here? I think these two guys are very dangerous. These strange looking men, one sitting over there and the one yelling about this crazy stuff. We need to find a way to get out of here. Do you know any way we might be able to escape?
Yeah.
Or are
So
you just
Casey, I have a question. Wait, yeah. Are you just saying that? Like,
or are you like
Yes,
whispering?
I'm saying that to you.
okay, okay. Okay. Well, before I answer, Casey, I have a question for you. Have I
Mhm.
ever like seen the key to our cell?
Uh,
Like, did I ever like, was I ever able to see it on the guard or anything?
I'd say roll me a perception check with disadvantage real quick.
Okay.
Hating it.
Because it's something like it's something you definitely could have seen, but it was a pretty like when you're getting arrested and like dragged to a cell, like that's kind of a stressful situation, you know.
Okay.
Good points.
All right.
Oh wait, no.
What?
Just quick perception
Okay.
twice. The +3, yeah.
Okay. All right.
And then another one.
Oof, 18.
Can
Heaven.
I
Oh,
proactively give a portent, or do I have?
I can't. He's not coming through his mic.
Do I have to? Can I retroactively give a portent, or are we gonna be strict this time around? Actually, I don't even know what's going on over there. Like, I can't portent that.
I was gonna say I wouldn't say we'll be strict this time around as much as I feel like it's not something you would do in like this specific situation. Like you're not part of this interaction. Really.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know what she's. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you definitely saw his keys, but you didn't get a good enough look at it to like make out individual keys or anything like that.
Okay. Because I was gonna try to use my like minor conjuration to maybe like make
A
the
copy
key.
of the key.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking cool for sure.
So would I be able to do that? Or like simply because I didn't get a good enough look, like I'm not able to.
Yeah, no, you don't have like a good enough mental image of it in your head.
Okay.
Can I roll a type of check to see if I noticed the spell that Braden cast, or to notice what he was doing, or Lucius what he was doing when he detected magic?
Yeah, I find it a little funny that, like, I locked eyes with a butterfly and then had a whole like moment with it, and nobody's like, "That's kind of weird."
Yeah, do
What's
I-
he up to?
I like he's already got monkey behavior going on.
He's
I'm
like
sorry,
crawling
what are you
around at
trying
different
to-
people. What do you know all about?
What
But
are
I
you-
do
what are you
still
trying
wanna
to do?
respond,
I'm
though.
sorry.
I'm trying to see if I noticed what Lucius did, if I noticed him casting magic or performing a spell.
Yeah, make another perception check for me.
Okay.
Probably a pretty like you're pretty like sensitive to that kind of stuff.
I got a 2.
No, you did not.
I did not. Okay.
This fucking stupid ass monkey.
You were too busy. You were too busy like like shaking the fucking bars. Let me.
That makes sense. I was looking away. I didn't notice. I'm also very stressed. But I think Lawson, I think these 2 guys are dangerous. We should
Yeah.
be really careful about them. We need to find a way to get out of here as soon as possible.
All right, God.
What are you two whispering about over there? What's all this nonsense?
I kind of like slink back and don't respond. I'm just kind of like very cautiously staring at this strange man with butterflies around his body.
Spink,
Yeah,
monkey.
me too. Like I just kind of like stay quiet and like look down. Because this was before I even got a chance to respond to Kindred, right?
I asked, are you a magic user? Are you some form of sorcerer or wizard?
You're asking me? Sorry.
Oh no, I'm asking Lucius.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you? What do you know of magic, little monkey?
I know it's dangerous. I know people who use it can use it to cause a great deal of harm.
It's all sorts of
Shows
things.
what this primate knows.
I send a message directly to his brain.
Oh yeah.
And I send a message directly to his brain and I say, it can be used for all sorts of things.
I'm extremely freaked out and caught off guard by this, and I run back up to the door and start shaking it more violently.
Yourself, monkey.
And you hear the guards say, "Quiet in there."
God, I'm gonna go pick up a tiny rock on the cell floor, like a pebble. I'm gonna tell it, and I'm just gonna make it do that. And I'm gonna throw that rock.
He sounds like the bat from Sesame Street.
The Count.
Here we go. The one that goes. The Count one. Count Dracula.
He's just the Count.
He's just
Yeah, he's just a count.
Dracula is not in Sesame Street as much as I
Well,
wish
he
he was.
acts like it.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. He is the definitive most powerful vampire there ever was. He's the master of numbers.
I thought his name was Count Dracula. Huh.
He's just the count because he counts.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna throw that rock. Okay, no, Casey. Do you remember the layout of? Okay, is the layout outside the cell the same as it is in Oblivion?
No.
What does
But
it
I
look
know
like
what the
outside
lay-
the cell?
Okay, so it's like a hallway. There's like, y'all are in a corner cell. If you look out of the doors of your cell, there is one cell to your left, two cells mirrored on the other side of the hallway, and then like directly to the right of your cell, the hallway kind of opens up a little bit into the room that the guard is sitting in.
Okay. I try and throw the pebble in the corner of the room where the guard is sitting in, if that's possible.
Yeah, make a sleight of hand check with disadvantage, I'd say, because you have the handcuffs on. So it's hard to throw something. Or
I have handcuffs on.
yeah, everybody has handcuffs on.
Fucking about that. I don't know if I can do something about that right now. Whatever, I'm gonna sleight of hand.
11. You.
Five.
Oh, disadvantage. That's right. I forgot disadvantage. 5. You toss it, and it hits the guard in the back of the helmet. And it goes, ah, 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 ah. It fucking hits him bangs off the back of his helmet. And the guard goes, "What the fuck?" And he turns around and he picks it up and he like looks at it and puts it on the ground and like stomps it and crushes it under his boot.
I just
Uh,
point at the old man like I didn't do that. He did that. When he looks back.
What the fuck?
Hey,
Get
you,
the fuck out of
Miss,
here!
shh, Mr. Change.
What?
Come here.
Don't tell me to come here. You come here.
What? All right, whatever. All right, so I get up and I walk over to him, just being a fucking, it's being
A total
it's
freak.
being a total fucking freakazoid. I imagine he's tweaking. I don't know if that's true, but I'm seeing him as a tweaker. So I go up to him and I'm like, hey, that actually, wait, you know what? Fuck that. Actually, you stay there. That was a great idea. And then I go over to the gate and I cast suggestion on the guard.
Uh-huh.
And I just tell him to go somewhere else. If
What,
that's 13 wisdom.
Wisdom. This guard is not.
And I'm gonna go ahead and make it a 4
Oh. Okay, yeah, what are you suggesting the guard to do?
to go somewhere else.
He gets up.
Move
Says,
1 inch to the left.
No, I suggest the guard that he goes completely out of sight of any of us and goes and masturbates in the bathroom.
He loudly exclaims, "I'm going to go jerk off."
I'm torqued up right now, bro. I gotta get the fuck out of here. And he leaves.
And I message to Labinas and I say,
No, and I'm already walking over there.
who? Labinas?
Labina.
Labinas, hold on. Before we do anything, hold on. And I address the party and I say, I have a way out of here. In a couple of seconds, this door is going to open up, and I'm going to walk out of it. I could have the door immediately shut behind me and relocked. So if you have any interest in coming with me or leaving this cell at all, I'm going to need an explanation as to why I should take you. Or why I should let you out at all.
I really need to get out of here.
Great, you're allowed. I like your style.
I
Moxie is in such short supply these days.
I could be useful.
Oh, you want to party up?
Not, yeah.
Okay, sure. I can dig a turtle.
How do we know that we can trust you?
You can't. It's your only option. What do you
I'm
mean, me
very
trust
close
you?
to stand
I
in
have
our
all the
way.
power here. Unless one of you wants to overpower me or something. But I don't suggest that.
What if we don't have any interest in going with you and we just wish to leave?
Sure. Like, what did y'all do to get here? Like, am I letting out random murderers and rapists? Like, who am I letting out onto the street?
And then I guess I speak up. I'm like, I just escaped the Feywild. I'd just like to go explore. I was caught trespassing.
I don't know what the fuck a Feywild is, but you don't sound violent, so you're fine.
The guards wrongly put me in here.
I
All
fucking
I wanted
doubt
was
that.
blood.
Whose?
Okay, I was about to say make a deception check, but never mind.
No, I'm just... Whose
No,
blood?
not you. Not you.
Oh.
I
I
thought
was
the whole
also falsely
sentence was.
accused.
I thought the whole sentence was gonna be the guards wrongly put me in here, and I was gonna be like, Josiah, you have to make a deception check.
Well, I was outside of town, and I decided, I need more blood. I live my life. I need it. I can't explain why.
Whose blood?
That doesn't matter. Whoever's.
It like a goat?
It better
no,
not be turtle.
whoever's, not whatever.
So people.
Yeah. The others, they're not. It's not
Why
the
do you-
same.
Why do you need blood? What do you
Oh,
do with
well,
it?
It's good.
Good for
Oh.
what?
I eat it.
Uh,
I put it on stuff.
uh,
It's good.
Okay,
I like it.
so clearly you belong in here. Why should I let you out anyway?
Oh, because then I'll do it for you.
You'll
Like,
get
I'll
you'll get me blood?
get you blood. I'll bleed whoever you want.
That
Don't
okay.
care.
That might be useful. All right, Monkey Man. What say you?
well, I'm not sure I can trust either of you, but I can't stay here. I can't stay here any longer. So
How did you
have
get
a way
here? Am I letting out a rapist, murderer?
I was trying to acquire a book, but I couldn't get it myself because of how I look and how people react when they see me. So I hired some men to find it, but I didn't realize that they stole it. When they tried to deliver it to me, I was accused of stealing, and they had me thrown in here.
That's racist.
I want to do a insight check. It's an 11.
Hold on.
Oh no! Let's abandon us. Hooray!
Yo, I just got teleported.
You're pretty sure that he's telling the truth.
Okay. All right.
The re-
Well, you don't have to stick with me if you don't want to, but we're all trying to get out of this place together, so we might want to, click up at least a little bit. I message Labinas, and I say, when I snap, open up the door, and then I snap.
Yeah, and the door opens up in front of you guys.
Really funny the door didn't open after all that.
That'd be some shit.
Make me roll a persuasion check for it.
Can
Being
I roll
sick
like
now.
an investigation or perception on Brayden's butterflies? I'm very curious about like what those are, what's going on with them, and why they're surrounding me.
I would say do like an Arcana check. I know you're probably bad at that.
Yes. Let's see.
I mean,
I
like,
got
I didn't utilize any of them for that.
I'm just very curious about what they are.
Oh, they remind you a lot of butterflies that you saw, like at home when you were a kid.
Okay. I also have that like Fey Wander passive thing that when I sleep, butterflies surround me while I'm dreaming or sleeping, like Fey butterflies. So I was curious if there was like some kind of similarity going on.
Right now, it's a little hard to tell.
Okay.
So, yeah, I guess I exit the cell,
Yeah.
and
And you did see the chest full of magic stuff.
yeah, and I head over to the chest.
Is that what our
Yeah.
stuff is?
It's where some stuff is.
And around this time, Labinas like drops his invisibility and says, "I bet y'all thought y'all were never gonna get out of there."
Ah! Immediately dart back to the back of the cage.
Yeah,
I
you all
handled
see
it all.
like a man with like a shield on one wrist and a sword on the other hip, and like a chainmail vest and a big shoulder pauldron with long blonde hair.
Can I shoot fireball at him?
You better not.
You don't have fireball.
Oh, what do I?
What a trick!
You never seen somebody turned invisible before?
I just like it.
I was about to say you need to get out more if you've never seen anybody turn invisible before.
I mean, I don't see very many people unless they're, dead. Or, you know.
Definitely need to get out more.
Are you and this wizard
Seems
friends?
like a good guy. He seems like a good guy. Yeah, me and him go way back.
Why are you
I
both-
opened the door
Why were you invisible? Why were you
So I
both
could-
in here?
so I could open the door.
That I'm
He
very
didn't tell
confused.
he didn't tell you guys how he got in jail, did he?
Hey, whoa.
I immediately look to Lucius and ask, why were you put in here?
Well, I didn't rape anybody and I didn't murder anybody. Let's get out of here, Labinas.
That was
Dude,
awfully
I-
suspicious.
I don't know what your plan is right now. We can't just walk out of here. If
Well,
you walk out, the only way out of here is past a bunch of guards.
Well, I was
Fine
thinking
with me.
maybe, you know, maybe you'd have an idea. You came through here, right?
I was invisible. My invisibility just ran out.
Hmm.
I only had the one potion. Remember when we took down that evil alchemist?
Hey, whoa, whoa,
We
whoa.
took all his stuff.
Well,
You took
gang.
the enlightenment potions.
All right, Labinas. We can't trust these people. That
I don't
fucking
know, man, they
monkey
seem
is
okay
a
to me.
spaz. We got a fucking, I don't know, whatever drugs are around at this point in this world. That guy's on all of them, and the other two, they seem fine. But let's let's maintain a little privacy here.
Well, this
The
conversation
Andy-
is going
the
on.
fucking
I can try to
Andes
make my
put
way
him
to
in
that
jail.
chest.
All right. Yeah, everybody retrieves the equipment that they have in their inventory.
Okay. I try to sneak over and grab my stuff out of that chest.
Yeah. You can make a stealth check. And
Okay.
anybody who wants to try to see the monkey can make a perception check against the monkey's stealth check
I will
got
definitely.
an 8.
with
tried to-
advantage.
Oh no, it's just sitting there. Wait, what? Oh yeah, no, it with whoa, my total was a 13.
I got
I
a
rolled an
19.
Got 12.
Yeah, Lucius, you notice the monkey's trying to sneaky his way over to the chest
Labinas?
to get his stuff.
Look at him.
I kind of
Bro.
my ears perk up and I look back and I kind of like hurry my way over even faster.
That is
Come on, man.
completely unnecessary behavior.
Give him a break. He's a monkey in Alexandria.
Ah,
I walk over to the chest, push him over slightly, and take all of my equipment.
I
You don't
immediately
have
like
to be so fucking weird about it, you know.
I mean, get up and
Just
and
take
run
your
away.
shit.
I I scrounge all my things up in my arms and kind of like just like run over to somewhere that doesn't have any people.
You
Start putting my clothes on and
run
everything.
you run towards the far wall away from where everybody is congregating and notice the symbol that looks like your master symbol on the wall again.
Okay. I take a
Uh,
moment to investigate it.
Yeah, go ahead and give me another investigation check.
Okay.
Put your mouth on it.
Investigation. I got a 12.
You feel around on the brick that it's carved into and press into it, and a door opens up in the wall.
Ooh. I
it
kinda-
also does
I jump
seem
back a
to
bit.
also, I should have said this first. It does seem to unmistakably be the like handiwork of your master.
I turn around and say, "Wizard, thank you for getting me out of there, but I think we part ways here. You all take care. I'm going down this. I'm going through this door." And I put the rest of my gear on and I start making my way in.
I don't know why we wouldn't follow you.
Lavianus
That's a way
looks at
better
you
way to
and
get out.
she's thinking and goes,
Why would you? Wait,
Because it's the way out.
how do you know? I mean,
It's
Uh,
better than the other one.
well, have you
Look-
tried the other one?
There's
Lavinus
guys
looks
out
at you,
there.
Lucius, and goes, "That seems like our best bet, man."
I'm not sure how comfortable I am with you all with me, especially this one.
You don't really have much of a choice. That's a door.
Well,
I'm going to walk through it right now. I walk through the door.
Is everybody going through the door with Kindred?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. I look to Labinas. I shrug my shoulders.
I kind of just witness this in disbelief and then I follow.
Everybody makes their way down into. No, that's not the right one. That's far too dramatic.
Uh,
Everybody makes their way down to.
But before I enter that door, I grab that cup on the table, in the picture, and turn it into a flashlight.
Good choice.
Flashlight?
Yes, or just it makes light.
How many times a day can you do that again? Like 3 or 2?
You hunting magical objects with property of your choice. 5-foot radius for light, up to 6 seconds. I mean, it's permanent. So I mean,
Yeah.
like,
No, yeah, but you can only have like so many items infused with it at a time or whatever.
I can have 3 at once, and I don't think there's. I don't think it's like a long rest type of thing. It's just like, as long as like I can't have 4.
Get over here. Stop drawing on that.
oh god.
Yeah, so I would like to establish a bit of a marching order here. Like who's leading the pack?
I think
Uh,
me and Labinas are bringing up the rear.
Yeah, Labinas was gonna suggest. He's like, I'll carry up our 6.
Yeah.
I'm in the front.
Okay, yeah, because you have the light. How
I'm-
big is the light again? It's a 5-foot radius or something.
5-foot radius light. Yeah. Not much.
Oh, did we lose someone? Where'd we go?
Yeah, what happened to Satin?
Satin had a bit of a butt fuck. It'll just be a second.
Okay. Hold on, let me set
You can't hear them, right, honey?
change it.
I think I'm right behind, just a little bit behind Cheech.
Yeah, so you're like second.
All right,
to the
I'm back. I'm back.
Kind of like cautiously looking up at him from behind.
Yeah.
I'd rather
let's
be
see.
behind him than in front of him. I'll tell you that much.
I look down at him and I reach into my armor pocket and I pull out a small rock in the shape of, I don't know, a foot. And then I imbue it with the message, tread lightly.
Yeah, so you guys make your way through this secret door, which closes once all of you enter. and make your way down some stairs into what seems to be like an abandoned sewer system that the city used to use, or that the town used to use but doesn't anymore. And there's two directions to go, a left or right.
I reach out with the force, and which way? Change.
Kindred, make a perception check.
Okay. Hold on. I got a 10.
You see another one of your master's symbol, like towards the right of where you're standing.
I make my way over to it and either investigate or I press on it.
It doesn't seem to give way like the first one did, but it does, or you do see like more of them further down the hallway that way.
I without saying anything, or I turn back to and look at Chinch and say, "Would you mind taking that light down this way for just a moment?"
Why?
I've noticed something down here I'd like to look at. I think this
Something
might be
down here you want to
of-
look at? What is
Yeah.
it?
Well, there's these symbols on the wall seem to indicate something. I think we should look into this. I think this is the best way to go.
All right.
Can I do like a insight check? See, like, seems like you might know something about these symbols. They don't look like random or anything, and I don't recognize them.
Yeah, no, you definitely don't recognize them.
Oh.
Well, actually, that's not necessarily true. Make, because he is like, hold on. Make a history check.
21. You stupid.
There's like not like confirmed like stories, but in kind of countryside villages throughout the continent, specifically in like human territories, there's this story of Sylvanas, which is like this masked character that will come out of the woods and sort of like benevolently help people. And they, on their mask, they bear a symbol very similar to the one you're looking at on the wall right now.
What were they called again?
Sylvanas.
Velvanus?
Sylvanas.
Sylvanus.
Mhm.
What's your relationship with these Sylvanus type symbols, Monkey?
What you've heard of Sylvanas then?
Heard of, yes.
Well, let's just say I think that someone like him was trustworthy, and these symbols usually mark a sign of help for those in need. And it seems all of us here are in need, so perhaps we should follow them to see where they lead.
Perhaps. So you have no relationship to these symbols, just heard stories.
Well, my relationship, I feel, is my business. Why do you ask?
I'm only curious. Well, not gonna press.
He
I'm
was-
not gonna twist your arm about it.
He
Little
was a
monkey.
great he was a great hero in one of the villages that I lived near, and I believe that he was trustworthy. These symbols should be lead us to some form of help.
So, so you've seen him.
Yes, I've and I have good reason to believe that he is a great man, as the story said.
You
I
guys
give-
think I'm the nuts fun?
I look at Labinas like with my eyebrows raised. I look over at the monkey and then look over at Labinas. Like, get a load of this guy.
I start making.
Venus just kind of shrugs at you, like, you're not being all the way upfront with him either, man. Nobody here is being upfront with anybody yet, man. Leave the kid alone.
That's what he said with a shrug, or he
No,
actually
that's
said
what he said
that.
after he shrugged. No, he said it to you.
I'm just surprised to know that he's real, I guess.
He's very real. I mean, at least I know he's real. In fact, I have seen him. As I said, he was a hero in the villages around the area where I lived before I came here. But
Is
I
that
feel
really
we
the
should-
craziest thing to believe in, Lucius?
I feel we should
It's
hurry.
not, and he clearly opened the door for us, so we should absolutely be following his symbols. Like, this monkey knows what he's doing.
We've gotten more from looser threads before.
Ah, aye.
And so you guys continue down the dank hallway, and there's it like twists and turns for about like 500 feet. You walk down this hallway, and
You guys are
eventually
slow. Lou's slow as hell.
Oh shoot!
eventually the hallway opens up into let me make sure everything is all Gucci over here. Yep. Eventually this hallway opens up into or like begins to open up into sort of like a cavern that has like tall, like 50-foot ceilings, and it's going to be something that you guys actually like have to explore. There you go. That's you guys.
Ah. Oh no.
Finch is leading the way with his little torch.
Is my cursor visible?
Whose? No, I can. Yeah, I can see your cursor.
Okay, good.
For now, we'll just represent the whole party with one token because it's a little
the
much
way,
to have.
If you guys don't know, right click moves the map.
Yeah, right click.
yeah.
moves the map.
Okay.
I like that I'm constantly with a selfie of of my room.
Can you move your dude, Josie, or no?
No.
You might need to switch to the off the drawing tool, probably.
Oh,
the
wait,
token controls thing.
Someone is being very diligent.
I have a button that just clears them all. I would prefer if you didn't go into the null void.
Hey, what? Oh! Hashtag not my marching line leader.
Yeah, as you as you move around this corner, it seems like the room really opens up like wide. Wait, stop for a second. Right there, yeah. I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Where?
Each of
Wait.
us?
No, just Josie. And it's actually a strength saving throw, excuse me.
How big are these squares?
5
5.
feet.
5 feet.
Oh wait, no, I did the wrong saving throw. I didn't do the saving
Okay,
throw
so I
part,
can see
did the
fucking
fucking-
everything
just
going
the
on.
strength thing. Oh, that one was 4. So there you go.
You all see Chinch begin to be lifted up off of the ground, and is ascending towards the ceiling like he's being pulled up by an invisible rope.
Well,
Whoa.
it's my
By the
time.
gods,
It's
he's
my
turning his
time.
swag on.
I was wondering when this would happen.
What are you people?
It's the worst day of this monkey's life.
I look up and accept my fate.
You look up, make a perception check with disadvantage, since you don't have dark vision.
Me?
No, Josie.
Well, my eyes are closed.
But I thought you were looking up.
Well, I mean, like I'm looking up and then acceptance. Like my eyes, I'm going to heaven.
Okay, so you're not looking at the ceiling.
No, I
Could
don't
you at
care.
least leave us the cup?
Is anybody going to try to help?
I throw the cup
Chicken.
on the ground and it shatters.
Oh no, wait, I
Can you give
dive
me
to
my
catch it.
dice?
What?
What's up? What's happening?
Oh,
Can
wait,
I-
Did you actually throw the cup on the ground just then?
Yes, I threw the cup on the ground.
Well, then
Can
I
I-
dive to save it. I
Oops.
dive to catch it.
Make a sleight of hand check, Danny.
Okay. Hold up.
What's up?
Can I do an Arcana check on
16.
him, or I want to know
Make
what's
an
happening?
Arcana check.
Okay.
What'd you roll, Danny?
I got a 16.
16. You catch the cup flawlessly. Dive, like slide 5 feet, and like catch it on the ground.
Okay. Awesome.
What's the roll in the Arcana?
Goodbye, Mr. Vampire.
21.
Thank you.
stupid.
21.
You stupid.
This is clearly not like magic in the mortal sense.
Oh no.
It's clearly some sort of creature that like has Chinch caught in its sort of like ambush hunting strategy.
Well, can I look up?
Yeah, you look up and see a like large silverfish, a lobster type,
Oh no.
and is like hanging upside down on the ceiling with sort of a large tube-like appendage coming out of its mouth that has like a fishing line thin filament coming out of it that it's like pulling Chinch up on, and Chinch is like probably 5 feet from the ceiling by now.
Fuck. Can I catapult it? It's like
Yes.
take a rock off the ground and catapult it or something.
Yes. And we're going to go ahead and put everybody out on the. Oh, that's another. There's 2 of them. Gonna go ahead and put everybody out on the thing, and everybody can kind of move their character to where they feel like they'd be standing around. Oh, I need a
I
lobby
guess I'm
unit.
kind of underneath him. Over here, I guess. Because I dove to catch the cup. I'm also kind of, I guess I don't notice this thing yet, so I'm kind of just dim-wittedly kind of like walking off into the distance like, well, okay, I guess he's going to heaven. I guess he's going up there. Unless I've noticed this thing, I don't think I have. I believed him when he said, "It is my time. I'm going to heaven," or whatever. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess he's going.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? I mean, he's obviously fucking.
So I'm casually walking away, trying to like light my path with this cup that I have now, looking for more symbols.
Give me 1 second. I knew I forgot to make 1 token.
We'll do it.
Okay. Oop, and I'll be in the rear. Clear the drawing. So let's go ahead and have everybody roll initiative.
Okay.
So do I
How
get
does
my
one-
my catapult off before initiative?
Yes.
Okay.
After I take everybody's initiative, we'll
Yeah.
do that. Don't start giving me initiatives yet. I need to go get a piece of paper real quick.
Okay.
Boy, it sure does take a long time to get to heaven.
Goodbye, mister. Thanks for the cup.
You're welcome. I won't need it where I'm going anymore.
I
The
hope
blood
they have
gods
blood.
have finally taken my offering.
Okay. What a weirdo.
I heard that.
Sorry.
You're not sorry. I'm going back down there.
Ah!
How terrifying. Okay. So, did anybody roll? Has everybody rolled their initiative?
14.
I got
Uh,
3.
How does one roll said initiative?
Just click on
It-
initiative.
Yeah, on your character sheet.
And
Where is that?
Next to armor class, under proficiency, diagonal from
Ah.
walking distance.
Thank you, thank you.
Speed.
I got 9.
That one says.
So I've started just giving like the full number with advantage and whatever. Before I was giving like the number without advantage. I realized that was probably a mistake.
You just click the thing. Whatever you need to do, you
Don't
just click that thing.
and don't give the number that's on the dice. There should be a number that shows up at the bottom of your screen. That's the value with your modifier.
Yeah. I've started doing that now.
Yeah, you should give the number at the bottom of your screen. I don't know where the initiative is in the fucking on the mobile app.
Yusutov.
Oh, there it is, babe. It's +0. You just click that. Okay, so did anybody roll above a 20?
no.
Okay. Yeah, we'll
A
hit the
9.
+0 thing at the top of your screen. And then, 18. Okay, did anybody roll higher than an 18?
Mm-mm.
No.
And then, like 15 to 20. Anybody roll a 15 or 16?
Nope. Not me.
10 to 14.
Roll the
I
14.
rolled a 10.
I rolled a 9.
Well, that's not 10
Then
to
it's not your
14, now, is
fucking
it?
turn.
I'm just letting everybody know.
I
Even
hate
though I'm
this monkey.
officially
Let's
sitting
kill
here
him.
on
Wait
comfortable
your
nine.
turn, young man.
I run with the cup and leave you guys in the
Look,
dark.
look, everybody calm down. It's his first session, okay?
Ever.
No.
You make fun of the
My
monkey.
adventure now. It's my cup.
Change, you rolled a 14.
I did.
Blossom, you rolled a 10. And then Kindred rolled a 9. Lucius, what did you roll?
3.
Oh,
I'm really good at making sure I'm always last in initiative.
okay, because Labianus rolled a 2.
Labianus. Labanus.
Labianus is a Louisianan version of him.
Labianus.
Okay. So go ahead and that's a DC 13 dexterity saving throw on the bug on the ceiling, right?
Oh no, I accept my fate. I
No, but
For catapult.
Braden is doing something.
Yeah, it's Dex
Oh.
13.
He fails.
He takes 18.
18. Wow.
Yeah, I casted it from 2nd level.
Let me make another roll real quick.
Honey, do you see this? This really pretty thing
Uh,
going on with your...
Yeah, it's been doing that.
That's awesome.
So how much damage did you say it took? 18?
Yeah.
18 points of damage. Where is it? Where is it? There's one. So the what are you shooting at it, and what does it look like when you do this?
Fuck. I really wish I had like a pitten on me. Does Labianus have anything like on his person that I could have like immediately ripped off of him and catapulted?
Like I'm sure you got like a dagger in your starting equipment or whatever.
I might not have taken the dagger. Let me see. Inventory.
Either way, there's like tons of rocks around and shit.
Yeah, I just wanted something cooler. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, I just took like a rock.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You hit it perfectly on one of its leg joints where its leg meets its thorax and completely sever one of its legs from its body,
Holy
and
shit.
the whole creature falls
Ah!
down
No!
and lands in
Horrifying.
in the middle with you guys.
No!
I hear this from behind me and jump.
Look at
Cheech,
that.
you also take 4 points of falling
Oh
damage
god.
from being
what just
pulled up.
happened?
and
It's the
falling.
cum monster. The cum lobster. Also, the way that I cast catapult was that I picked up the rock and one of my butterflies landed on it and it just up at him.
He actually fell like over here.
Thank God.
What just happened?
This foul creature stopped my ascent.
Me?
No.
Oh.
He's talking about the.
Hey, Change. He was your ascent.
How dare you?
He wanted to
What
eat
is
you.
that thing? What is that thing?
Do
You
you
hurt?
want it? Well,
Are you
I
okay?
mean, he fell.
I've asked you to change. Yeah, are you okay?
Am I okay? No. I was going to
So-
heaven.
Change. You're first up in the initiative. What do you want to do? I should change the music.
Oh, this thing's still alive.
Yeah. Yes, it is. It took 22 points of damage and is still alive.
Wait, it only
for
took
this-
4 points of damage falling? Oh, you said 42.
Yeah. No,
22.
no, 20. It took 22 points of damage.
I took
Yeah.
22
Including my
points of damage?
shot?
No, well, yeah, you did 18 and it took 4 points of falling damage. It takes like it took a D8 of falling damage for falling.
Alright. Fucking,
Look, trust me, you don't want it to take more damage because then Chinch is gonna die. 'Cause he has to take the same damage anyway.
For your transgression, I should give you the ultimate price. And I reach in a special compartment around my neck that has a big letter T on it, written in old blood. And I say, "Everyone, look away!" And I proceed to stick some very masterfully crafted yet crudely designed teeth that have long canines. And I run up to it and bite it.
You move your token into the melee range of it. Make an attack roll with it and add either your strength or your dexterity to it.
Hold on 1 second. What is the attack for? We ever discussed that? Like, is it
Well, it's
just
melee.
unarmed?
Well,
Is it just
no,
like
it's a melee attack. So just roll a d20 and add your dexterity modifier to it, or your strength, whichever one you want.
okay? I'll just do that. Oh, 5. The bad rolls.
Yeah. Chinch does that elaborate display. Runs up to the thing and like chomps at it and entirely misses.
I yell in shock. Ah!
Do you? I know that there is some artificer stuff that you can do, like bonus action, potentially. If there's anything like that you want to do,
Hold on.
and then, next up in the initiative is you.
I go, Brat, you have foiled me, and then I, fucking, I don't know. It's a bonus action that I can actually do. That's useful in any way. Magical tinkering things in action. I don't think I have anything that I can do.
All right, then it's the fucking bug's turn.
Oh boy.
The bug is going to attack Cheech.
Hey, it's my boy.
He rolled a 12.
My armor class is 15.
Why is
yeah, so
Cherry
the
all
bug-
sideways?
So the bug also entirely misses. Swings at you with its like pedipalp pinchers, and just like swings directly into the ground. And a big puff of dust comes up from where it hit the ground.
You're going to have to do better than that.
Next is Cherry, and then Blossom.
Can't believe that there's cherry blossoms.
I know.
I know,
right?
right?
So I'm going to poison damage or poison spray him to see if that works. And
Yeah.
the way I do it is I kind of go up to him like sneaking on the side while he's looking at. What is your size name?
Cheech.
Cheech. There we go. Cheech. And while he's distracted, I go on the side and like try to spray his face with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll your poison damage. It's 1d12. He failed his saving throw. Cherry points one of her long fingernails at this creature, and a poison mist sprays from her fingernail and assaults the creature on the side of its head, and it hisses in revulsion when it touches its exoskeleton.
The rest
Vile creature.
Blossom and then Kindred.
Alright, so I'm gonna use Chromatic Orb. I'm gonna use that spell. And I'm gonna do it with fire damage.
Oh.
Alright. So, do I have to roll to like hit it? Or do I
Yeah, I believe Chromatic Orb is a spell attack. Let me double check.
Yeah.
It's a spell attack, right?
Yeah.
So hit that
Yeah,
plus
so
5. 11 to hit.
Yeah.
It unfortunately misses. He's a bulky guy.
Okay.
What does it look like when you cast the Chromatic Orb?
I kind of just like put my palms out, like facing towards the creature, and just like I guess like whisper Chromatic Orb under my breath or something. So
Yeah, and it flies out and hits the side of hits the ground to the side of the creature.
damn.
Kindred.
I
And then Lucius.
would like to move over to this wall. I don't know how many of these are actions or what I can do exactly.
So you can move 6 squares in your turn.
Okay, I'd like to climb up onto this wall using
Yeah.
my, I think it's like a simian passive or whatever to
You have
climb
a
wherever.
more speed, yeah.
Yeah, so I climb up on this wall, and I want to take aim with my bow and use Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, so
Shoot
Hunter's
my bow.
Mark is a bonus action.
Okay. Can I fire my bow and use Hunter's Mark?
Yes. So what does it look like when you cast Hunter's Mark on this thing? Or like, how do you mark this creature?
I guess I I use, if I could, I kind of like to throw the cup up into the air so the light is shining over it so I can see it clearly. Could that count as Hunter's Mark?
Yeah, for sure. Just make sure
Okay.
you mark down one of your spell slots. 'Cause I'm pretty sure it's a first level spell. Yeah, make sure you mark that you used one of your spell slots.
Okay, how do I do that?
Just go to your spells and click on one of the boxes above your spell list,
Okay.
and it should like turn red, so you know you used one of your spell slots. And then go ahead and you hit the and now you're gonna shoot your bow at it. Hit the +7 on your longbow in actions.
Okay.
Would you roll to hit?
Let's see. I got 24.
24 definitely hits. And then you also have the 2 other features you can do when you actually hit something.
Wait, bro has
Right.
+7 to hit.
Yes, bro, it does have +7 to hit.
Damn,
I got
That's
that
crazy.
dexterity.
you crazy.
Bro has 17 dexterity.
Very
Bro
dexterous
is a
little-
monkey.
He has -1 intelligence.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's me.
Are you gonna do favorite bow and you can do the where's the other one? You can do dreadful strikes for free without spending any resources. You just can only do it once per turn.
I'd like to do. Can I do both? Dreadful strikes and Banded bow?
Yeah, you can't. Do it if you want to, yeah.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do both then.
Yeah, so it's 2d4, a d6, and the d8 +3. So on your longbow, hit the d8 +3.
Okay. Longbow. This one
Yeah.
got 10.
Whoa. So 10, and then down at the bottom in the little dice thing.
I got a 1 for dreadful strikes, and I got a 1 for favorite bow.
Okay, so that's 12, and then the hunter's mark, which is a d6.
That's in spells. Or wait.
Yeah.
It is spells, but yeah, it's just a d6.
Okay. Hunter's mark. Got it. All right. 4.
Okay. So 16 damage total. Everybody sees Kindred scurry up this wall, shine the light on this creature like a spotlight, and take aim with his bow, and loose an arrow that hits the creature like between 2 plates of its exoskeleton, like right where its neck would be, and the arrow like lodges directly into it,
Damn.
and it lets out a horrible like insect noise.
Can I do a bonus action or?
Hunter's mark was your bonus action.
Okay. So does the cup then fall to the ground and break? Because I kind of wanted to try to catch it. But it's not an
You
action.
can try to catch it. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Can I leap off the wall after I loose my arrow and leap forward to grab the cup and land on the other side of the guy? So like over here.
Let's see. You started there, so you moved to, and then to leap. Yeah, make a sleight of hand check to see if you catch the cup.
Okay. I can also be over here. If that's better.
Yeah.
Sleight of hand. 8.
The cup does you like catch it, like you touch it with your hand, but you do that thing where like you tried to catch it too hard and it like bounces out of your hand and you like kind of juggle it in the air a little bit and it like slips through your hands and hits the ground. Hold on. The cup, however, does not break and is just dented a little bit because it's like a metal kind of goblet.
I go, whew, with a sigh of relief as I look down at the cup on the ground dented, and then get my mind recentered back on the action.
Okay, Lucius.
Yeah, I pick up a rock and have, I pick up a rock, examine it. Yes, this will do. And then one of my butterflies lands on it and then boom, flies from my hand.
What do you got?
That's a catapult.
Okay. Oh yeah, you said you picked up a rock, duh.
Yeah. I only have this one damaging spell, so.
Yes.
And I'm casting that from first level.
You roll really good on this. Oh well, first we have to see if the thing fails. It's 13.
Yeah. Dex 13.
It succeeds, so it only takes half damage.
Okay. Round it up, or it's 11. Is that 5?
Yeah, so it takes 6 damage, sorry.
Cool.
I was reading. This time your rock is not like as well aimed and it sort of hits a part of its armor and like lodges itself into it, but doesn't seem to go very deep into like the meaty parts of the creature. Now it's Lavienus's turn. He runs up, goes, "Let me get a piece of this action," and he rolls to attack, and he misses.
Fucking Labienus!
Lavienus rolls up, runs up, runs up to him, swings down with a sword, and just totally goes wide. Change it to your turn again at the top of the initiative.
Man, that sucks for Labienus. He waited all this fucking time.
Righteousness.
That's so like him, though. That's so Labienus.
Hang in there, Invisible Man!
I'll try my best, little monkey dude.
I really want him dead immediately. I'm tired of looking at him.
At the bug or Labienus?
No, Labienus is beautiful. I'm talking about the fucking bug.
No.
He's like puking out a fucking needle. What is this?
That's the thing he used to catch Cheech, who is fucking AFK, bro.
What?
Oh. I said your name.
Awaken, change.
It's your turn.
Fucking.
Are you gonna
Alright,
bite him again?
I'm fucking done with you. I look to the heavens and go, bestow upon me my magic hands.
Yeah, what is it? So, what does it look like when you engage your suit?
Oh, I just put them on.
Okay.
But I say that.
What do they look like?
So here's the thing. I have two. But one's just worse and I don't use it. But the one that I'm putting on is essentially just leather gloves, with shards of glass stuck inside them.
Right on.
And then I'm going to punch it. I'm
Yeah,
going to
punch the
punch
bug.
it. 30-20.
30-20 definitely hits. How much?
What was it?
It's like a D8 plus your intelligence modifier.
Okay. 11.
11. Oh wow, you rolled max damage. How do you want to do this? How do you want to kill this bug?
How do you want to do this?
After I'm done looking to the sky and saying, "Bestow upon me my gloves," I put them on, put both hands back as far as I can, and then lunge forward with both hands rocketed forward, and I stick them in its mouth, and just start roaming my hands around, cutting everything I can in its path.
Yeah, you turn this thing's mouth into a fucking, like, omelet. It looks like fucking scrambled eggs, but green.
Yes! Yes! Beautiful!
And
Come join me, my
y'all
friends!
I fall back to
Are-
the crowd in shock a little bit and kind of like scurry back a little to the side of this carnage.
Yeah, y'all are out of initiative. The bug is dead. And
I paint the blood guts on my face.
I'm continuing to be in shock and disbelief.
I would
Or-
Witnessing this crazy vampire.
I look to Labienus, and I look
Quiet
at
Braden.
the way that he recognizes and cast Mage Hand.
Extremely quiet, Braden.
I look to Labanus in a way that he recognizes and like move in a way that like he gets what I'm doing, and I cast Mage Hand to give him an invisible high five. And so like he goes for the high five and there's an audible like clap, but I'm not moving.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
hold on. Let's
could I
have
run a
Labina
check
sleight
for
of
that?
hand check, and he rolled a natural 20.
Hell yeah,
Oh,
dude.
no.
A loud, audible like high five is heard.
I'm just
I look
standing there
around.
next to him.
Wondering where that sound came from. Can I also run do a perception check or an investigation check for looking for more of these bugs on the ceiling, just to make sure they're not wrapped in the ambush again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, perception or investigation?
Perception, for
Perception.
sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, feel free to move your tokens around the map and see what's going on.
Can I go investigate
What'd
the
you say,
guy?
Jim?
I got 14.
There's no more bugs on the ceiling. It looks like.
Okay, I slowly make my way back up to my feet and grab the cup. Start to look around.
You, monkey!
Ah, what?
Give me back my cup!
You dropped it. I mean,
Because I thought I was going to heaven!
well, I mean, okay.
I'm not there anymore.
I kind of hesitatingly throw the cup at Cheech, or
Well-
toss it over to him.
What kind of check is trying to be made?
I
There's
guess
just-
sleight of hand.
No. Yeah, that goes
Okay.
fine. He
Okay,
catches
okay.
the cup. It's fine.
Okay.
Braden's trying to make some kind of check, I believe. Right, Lucius?
Yes, I wanna like see if there's anything worth taking from the bug. I would like to kind of take a hard part of him that would be a fun thing to catapult. Or like a collection of them, like his the ends of his legs or something, or the joints of his
Yeah,
legs. So I have like a little collection of stuff to catapult.
Yeah, you spend some time like uh breaking down this bug into like this sharp parts of its legs and like its sharp claws and stuff. Uh so you get like 6 of its legs and 4 of its pointy claw parts. And also um you find what is left after Cheech mangled this thing's mouth, what is left of its like fiber that it used, and it's about 20 feet of
Ooh.
the thin, like super strong filament. Which, if you want to like put it in your inventory somehow, I would call it cave fissure filament. 20 feet of cave fissure filament.
Yeah, I'll be taking that.
Uh,
I'd
Okay,
also like
yeah,
to make
leave
my
your
way
save there.
over and take back my arrow if it's still intact.
yeah, easy enough.
Okay. Also, do I have any of my berries with me? Any of my cure wounds?
You can certainly cast Good Berry with one of your spell slots, and it
Okay.
generates 10 of those things. However,
Focus.
you feel like describing that going down.
Well, I think I just had some in my pack that I recovered from
What?
the chest that I
Then
got.
you can think more of the spell slot as you like actively using the berries.
Okay, well then I
that you had.
before I do that,
What does he
I
call the
walk up
cave
to,
one?
Hey, Fisher?
A cave fisher.
I kind of slink over to Chinch and I ask, are you injured? Are you okay?
Don't worry about me.
Looks
It
like
is but my punishment for believing that I was good enough to go to heaven yet.
looks like you took a little bit of fall damage. Do you maybe want one of these berries? It'll help you feel better.
Don't touch me, ape.
Ah,
You
I
can
recommend
clearly
Slack
tell
Legend.
that he is not an ape by the presence of a tail. Just a heads
I'm-
up.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm on your side now.
I kind of like.
Your mother.
Hey,
I walk
oh!
back really slowly. I go to investigate more of this cave.
I would like to go with him.
I found some
Yeah.
bones.
That's cool.
So you're following Kindred, Lucius.
There's a whole skeleton right here.
Yeah, that's awesome. And
A shovel.
that's
I love
that's
this. This is so great.
That's-
This is so great. This
that's-
is already way better than any map I've ever made before.
that's awesome.
No,
Chinch, I'm going with fucking. Yeah, I'm going with the monkey. I'm like
I wonder if there's any blood in these bones.
here, let's search together, monkey man.
Blossom, are you also following the monkey?
Yeah. Let's see.
Can I snap one of these bones and suck out the bone marrow? God.
What's up?
What's up? I'm sorry.
Can I suck out one of the bones and drink its bone marrow?
You go to break. Make an investigation check.
The low rolls, man. 8.
You snap open a bunch of bones, but all of them have been here for so long that they're just like dry and gross in the middle.
All right. Well, I'll still take the bone shards with me.
All right. You can put, some bones in your inventory. Mr. Kindred, are you done exploring already? You've already seen enough of this cave.
Well, I wanted to ask Lucius about his butterflies, since we're kind of like walking next to each other in this cave. What are those strange creatures flying around you?
They're well, at least where I come from, we call them butterflies.
I noticed you using them. Are they magic?
Um, they are now, yeah, yeah. I've raised them, imbued them with my own magic, and
So are they? Did they work for you, or are they your prisoners?
I, I guess you'd have to ask them. I've never really considered it before. I think that they
Wow.
like it. I mean, if you were a butterfly, what would you want from life?
I don't know.
Maybe
Would
You
I-
could say he's their monarch.
They're
Does
what?
does casting a spell kill the butterfly?
No. It just loses its magical imbuement. I think I have, like, the way it works in my mind is that I have enough of every, like, if I have 5 spell slots, I have 5 of each kind of spell imbued into a butterfly. So whenever he's used, he just loses his magical, like, imbuement, and then when I'm out of all spell slots entirely, they just all lose their magical imbuement.
Okay. Do I notice? Did you say that they have like a little symbol written on them?
I definitely didn't, like, to you I didn't say that, but yeah, that's not
Okay.
information that you have, but it is true.
Okay. Do I notice? Do I need a perception check to notice these symbols, or do they seem familiar?
How obvious are they, Brayden?
They're very obvious to me. I mean, I've manipulated the patterns on the butterflies into these symbols.
Yeah, they're not really like I would say they're not really like super recognizable symbols. They're very like specific to Lucius's magic.
Okay. I kind of reach one of my hands out a little bit to see if I could touch one of the butterflies or if one will land on my finger.
They
I
have
don't know if I should
zero
do them.
interest in you.
they fly away.
So what do I see you like? You're you have like a finger stuck out.
Yeah, I was reaching towards one of the butterflies.
Okay, I'm like, would you like to see one?
Yes. If I is it dangerous?
Not for you.
Uh,
I take one of my, like, prestidigitation butterflies, one of the ones that are just infinite, very one that's not very precious to me, and I command it to land on his hand.
okay. I kind of look at it for a second, fascinated, and I ask, are these creatures magic, or is this your magic that makes this possible?
It's my magic.
So you're a wizard then. You're a magic user.
Yes, I am.
Are you familiar at all with the Feywilds? With the
I don't know. Am I? Is this something that a wizard of?
Make an Arcana check.
Gee, I sure hope I am. That'd be cool. 11.
Yeah, you know.
Yes, I'm
You're not like intimately familiar with them, but you know about them.
yeah, I'm aware of them. I'm aware of the Feywilds.
it's a magical realm. I've been very fascinated with it for a long time. I was looking for someone who was a magic user that could perhaps have information about this place. Do you know of anyone like this? Would you know where I could find such information?
I'm sure that in my journey, I will come across such people.
Oh.
Perhaps you should, perhaps we should stick together.
And I have been sorry. I've been kind of like listening into this conversation, but like, not really giving any input because I'm just being very mysterious.
Do I notice her standing there behind us? Do I?
Floating around, just being a
I'm
freak.
just
Float
being
around.
very mysterious.
Are you being like obviously mysterious? Like, is this?
Are you being obviously mysterious?
Yeah.
No,
Like,
I'm
is
being
this?
Mysteriously mysterious.
yeah, I'm being
Yeah.
inconspicuously mysterious.
Yeah, monkey, make a monkey perception check.
Yeah,
Monkeyception.
monkey.
Monkeyception.
It's like,
13.
fuck, it's not a banana.
You kind of like feel some eyes on the back of you while you're having this conversation with Lucius.
Satin's
But-
fluttering around right now, by the way.
Yeah,
With her hands
yeah.
up.
There's a little fairy. You turn around and like notice Blossom looking at you, but you don't really know like what to make of it or anything like that.
Okay, I kind of just look at her for a second, then I let the butterfly out of my hands, and I turn back around and continue to walk forward and look for more clues in this cave.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
thought.
Intimidated by the
Just,
beautiful.
No, I kind of crouch down a little bit and walk faster.
Yeah. Josie, are you following the monkey now also, or are you gonna keep exploring the cave by yourself?
No, I'm definitely going to keep on exploring the cave by myself.
He's just fucking the skeleton.
No, he's not. He moved himself over here by the monkey.
Wait, where am I?
I can put you back.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, no, I mean I'm with the monkey, so that's fine. We are represented by the same.
That was that was the only reason I brought that up.
Wait, is everyone else following the monkey? You
Yeah.
don't want these cool bones?
They're
Can I
all
follow the monkey
yours.
too?
No,
You are
I stay
fine.
with Pete and I inspect the bones with him.
These
Why?
aren't-
Okay.
This fucker's
Because
been
I
making
don't
a stink about these bones for the past 10 minutes. And then you show a bit of interest and he fucking spits in your face. I hate vampires.
Yeah, as soon as he spits in my face, I just like
I did not spit
flutter
in your face.
away.
I simply asked why.
I just
Lobby
give
it
a
is.
weird look and flutter away to follow everyone else.
Lobbyitis lights a torch for you guys.
Oh, nice.
You want weed?
Thank you.
Put this.
Perhaps now we don't need the
I
cup
want to get
anymore.
the fuck out of
Yes.
this cave. Well, that
can't.
fucking vampire took the cup, so we were just kind of walking around in the dark for a bit.
Well, witnessing them running off to those bones, I'm kind of still prioritizing pressing forward, so
Well,
I
okay,
can
wait,
make my
who's
way.
Damn.
who's
I'm the
looking
only
at
one
the
next to the
boat?
bones.
Yeah.
Stopped looking at the bones. As soon as he started questioning me.
I'm not going to be spoken to like that. Everyone just, like, zoom out real quick. And fucking change. It's the only motherfucker down by the bones. Giant bones, by the way. Absolutely humongous fucking bones.
like the look on his face while he's down there in that like little corner.
The entire
Down
rest
the
of the
bones.
party is as far away from him as we could realistically be.
He's a weirdo.
Bone corner.
Hey, come on, Danny, keep going forward. Look
Okay.
what's around the corner.
Oh, I noticed some
Ooh.
tools in the ground and what appears to be a ladder. Ah.
And make a perception check.
Okay. Perception?
Mm-hmm.
22.
Behind the ladder, on like kind of medium-sized rock on the ground, you see like one of your master's symbols carved onto the.
Hey
or one
everyone,
of
I think
Sylvanas' symbol.
I found something. There's another one of the symbols here from Sylvanas.
Make an investigation check.
Okay. Also, can I climb the ladder?
Yeah, in a sec. Yeah, but first,
5.
you turn the rock over and find 10 arrows, 10 gold, and a letter.
Ah.
The letter T.
Uh,
Can I mage hand the letter?
If he
you
does,
have to
I'd
make
like.
you have to make a perception check to see if you even see the letter in the first place.
What do you mean? He's picking it up, isn't he?
No, I'm kind of doing it a little bit like.
Yeah, he's been
myself.
really cagey about everything. I imagine
Yeah.
he's being cagey
Alright.
about the.
Sure, I'll roll perception. Thank you, honey. Nat 1. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
You did not see my letter.
you and
Can't even see
Lavinus,
the paper.
Lavianus is like, can you believe that guy is over there trying to suck marrow out of dry bones?
No,
Me.
I'm just rolling around in them now.
Can you believe that guy is back there just rolling around in the bones?
Can I? I'm just gonna do a quick perception check.
Uh-huh.
All right, it's 9. Do I hear him rolling in these bones?
Yeah, absolutely. With your monkey ears, you can hear the distinct crunching and like the sound of his metal armor.
Dude,
Like,
we're in a cave, man.
rolling on
Fucking
the
this shit's
ground, yeah.
reverberating.
Yeah.
There's
If I-
crunching all around.
I stare off into the distance for a sec while I hold the stuff in my hands, kind of like pressing it into my chest, trying to hide it a little. And then I just kind of murmur, "This guy's insane." And then I open the letter.
And the bone
yeah.
is so nice. The whiteness.
Trying
the
to read it.
pure melancholy sadness of not having
Just
any of it
just
in
a
me.
little bit of the light that's coming off of Venus's torch. I'm trying to like just sit there and read and look at what I found. Try not to make be noticed.
What's everybody else doing besides rolling around in the bones?
I'm just hanging out with the monkey.
Yeah, I'm just out here.
I'm Oh, sorry. I'm meditating.
I imagine it's pretty hard to meditate while there's the sound of crunching bones and maniacal count laughter.
It's more like a
Bug
rain
bone.
stick.
Ooh, bone.
Honey.
Did you get all that, Danny?
I'm getting it now. I'm reading this in my little hunched over state.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna switch to the living room.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, I've I've read my letter. I tuck it away into my pocket or into my pack. And is this ladder in front of us functional? Can we climb up this?
Yeah, there seems to be like a light coming, like a light source coming from the top of the ladder.
Okay. After like putting the golden arrows, I inspect them and put them in my pack, and ready myself back up and say, everyone, I think I see light coming from above this ladder.
Let's see who's
I-
actually here. I know Josie just said he'd be right back.
Okay, I try to climb up the ladder to get to the light source.
Yeah, we might wait 1 second for everybody to respond. Everybody present? Ready
Yes.
for
Yes.
the ascent?
Yes.
Yeah, you all climb up the ladder and arrive up in an evening day, like a kind of sunset time of day, Ikne, from this chest, right? Or from this well over here.
Okay. Zoom in.
I'm still in the cave, right?
Oh yeah, do you want to? Does anybody yell out to change that they found a way out or anything like that?
I don't really want him to follow me. I'm still terrified of this man, so I kind of just make my way up the ladder and climb out. I alerted everyone else that was in earshot that heard me when I said, "Hey, I think I found the way out. I found a light source," and started climbing up the ladder.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and like change.
Yes.
We're going.
You're going? What does that mean?
It's kind of like coming in reverse.
I've just
Don't be
poked my
smart
head
with
over the
me,
well
young
listening
man.
to
Did you
this.
find the way out?
I didn't, but there is a way out.
Well, why didn't you say so? I grab I grab all the skulls I can and come out.
What a
Yeah,
freak.
add 4 human skulls to your inventory.
Did you draw those skeletons,
Kendrick-
Casey? Did you put those in there?
No. Oh, well, I didn't draw them, but I did put them in there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Danny, make sure you add
Oh.
your 10 arrows and your 10 gold to your inventory.
Okay. How do I do this?
And
Add
then, yeah,
items to your backpack.
you can add the arrows to your equipment, and
Okay.
the gold that you do like there's like a managed currency thing or something like that. And then does everybody want me to we want all 5 character tokens out here? I should
Oh,
make your
fuck, what the hell?
prototype emit light.
I should just do
Hold
a
on,
custom item, right?
don't move around yet, Josie. Wait until I have everybody down.
Should I do a custom item?
What, for the arrows? No, there should be arrows as an item that you can add to your inventory, because you should already have some arrows in your inventory.
I do.
Can you?
Just add more, but these are like special gold arrows, right?
No,
Okay.
they're just regular arrows. You got 10 regular arrows and 10 gold.
Okay.
You found it in the rock,
Cool.
or in the little cache.
Did you get both
Uh,
of us? I'm clean.
Yeah, me too.
Jesus.
I mean, right there.
Why do you still emit so much light?
There were how many arrows were there? Was there 10?
10, yeah.
Okay, good. Great. And how much gold?
10.
10. Okay.
She's like, well, no, I'm done with that.
Oh, right. What does it look like? Y'all's.
Oh, when I come up out of the well, I pull my hood up over my head.
Yeah. Do you put your mask on too?
No, not yet. I'd like to leave that off for now.
Dude, that's an obviously mysterious monkey.
That is indeed obviously mysterious
Oh.
monkey with his hood up and everything. What does your cloak look like?
I kind of like. I guess it looks somewhat old, but a little bit. It looks elvish in design and woodland. It's green. I like the color of that's going on with like the actual like art for it in this picture.
Like green with gold accents.
Yes, green with gold accents that look elven in design and quite old and a bit worn.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I don't see where I add gold.
So, also when you guys rise up out of the well, they're like to the north of where you guys are, like further north into town. There's a big like plume of smoke rising up from the town, and there's like the faint sound of screams in the background.
Oh.
The occasional sound of like a sword clash. You know?
Okay. Is everyone out of the well?
I assume everybody is out of the well at this point, right? Nobody is still hanging out in the well.
Yeah.
One is outside the well.
Okay, I'd like to put my mask on now and sneak over to a vantage point to see what's going on.
Yeah, like this. Let me see. Let me turn on my draw tool. This kind of. Let me make it yellow. This like building right here
Mhm.
is kind of like a tall tower that you could climb sort of like halfway up and hang off of a window or something and see what's going on.
Okay, should I be like right here or over on this side? Over here.
Yeah, well, you could kind of like platform or shimmy around it and check your surroundings. Go ahead, give me a perception check with advantage.
All right. Perception check. I rolled a 14, and that's an 18 with advantage.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no,
So-
hold on. Wait. Well, yeah, no, might as well. Okay. I accidentally
Yeah.
rolled persuasion, but yeah, it's the same advantage.
The same modifier. Then
Yeah.
if it's the same modifier, then yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
18. You see like to the. I guess I can just put out like what you actually see for the most part. What you see is like a a line of guards holding back an orc attack. With civilians fleeing, and also in particular, like right around this sort of area right here, between these two market tents. Like this is clearly like this clearly was like a market kind of square type of area. Right here around this circle, there is someone that you recognize from prison and by his armor as being like the captain of the guard, who seems to be being tended to by some sort of like healer or doctor or something like that.
Okay, do I notice
Oh,
any
healer.
civilians that need help?
Yeah, they're like it doesn't like they're going to need help soon for sure. Yeah.
Okay, like just anyone that I
They're
might run to try to save them or something like that.
they're the civilians and like the guards. The guards' sort of line of defense is like right here.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I should just put up the stuff. There's, let's see, we got civilian, 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 civilian.
Far away, that's a really abstract thing going on.
What do you think? It's a pretty abstract thing for civilians to be, no matter what. Honestly,
What's a civilian? Ask him to get beat up by a fucking bugger. What's a civilian?
the guards are funny too.
Oh, jeez.
It's just like
It
this.
looks kind of short.
Yeah, those guards are short as hell.
Oops, not that guy.
Wanted to call it by like probably 12:30.
We're going to soon.
Very quiet, Braden. Dying cat, Braden?
Yeah.
I.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's sort of like the situation
You know me so well.
that you see, Danny.
Okay, and those are the orcs making their okay. I have a decision to make. Do I want to run to see if I can help the captain of the guard? Or do the civilians look like they need medical treatment?
None of the civilians look injured yet.
Okay.
What do you see?
There's a fight! Orcs are invading the town!
You mean a chance to draw blood?
I mean, well, what?
Casey, I do that thing that I can do. What is it called?
I do that thing I can do.
Long Strider.
Oh yeah, you cast Long Strider on yourself. Yeah, so you
Yeah.
can go a little bit faster. Yeah.
Fucking.
Also, Danny, you the words and the letters sort of like reverberate in your head as you like see this scene.
Yes, yes. And my first instinct was to help with what's going on. So I decide to sneak over to one of the attendants to that captain who looks injured, and I try to persuade them to give him some of my good berries to heal his wound.
All right, what's everybody else trying to do in this situation? How'd you rotate your dude like that?
That's a good question, dog.
Yeah. What's everybody else want to do?
I'm taking a fucking nap, apparently. I'm looking to Labinas.
Hold on, let me spawn you good old LB real quick. What's up, dude?
What do you think we should do here? What's our move, buddy?
Our fathers would think ill of us if we abandoned people in need.
Aye. All right. We I guess we also kind of sneak around, you know,
Are you gonna
over
go try to
here.
talk to the guard captain? Yeah.
By the way, if it wasn't clear, I'm on the front lines now.
Yeah, Cheech is fully running headlong into the fray.
So are we like trying to get the civilians away, or?
I don't think a concrete plan like that has been established yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Perhaps.
guess I'm gonna try to like help. Go get the civilians away.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna try to
somewhere
use.
like over here, kind of.
You guys
Uh,
consider one of the orcs are the
yeah.
good guys?
I'm gonna try to use some of my druid craft to kind of like create effects of like puffs of wind and like leaves like towards that way and like
Yeah,
helping kind of
like
hurt them that way.
like and sort of distract the orcs at the same time. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Uh, Kindred, you approach. Jerry, are you approaching the guard captain also since you're a healer and you want to help him? You two approach the guard captain, and he's got like 2 arrows, like one on the side of in his chest, like opposite his heart, and one like in his abdomen, like below his heart. And he looks up at you two, and he goes, "Ah, use the use the chaos of the attack to escape jail, eh? A classic ruse."
We didn't. That's not. We didn't know what was happening until we got over here.
Ah, it's okay. I would have done the same.
Very forgiving.
Your injuries look severe. Take these. Take some of these. Just eat
I
them.
appreciate it, but you should use those on any civilians that get hurt instead of me.
Dude, you could at least have like
Sylvanas.
one.
I have a healing spell. That could work.
Your character's like triumphantly turned upwards. She's like, I have a healing spell.
Oh god,
my
don't-
My God.
We see Cheech become 100 feet tall. I have a panic attack in the sight of this.
You
Oh
get
no,
out
I
of
don't know how to
here.
change it back. I can't click on him.
Oh.
He fucking disappears.
Oh,
Oh,
it's like a
oops.
source filmmaker bit
Sorry.
where something's going way too crazy, he just disappears and reappears. Fine. Give me one of those stupid berries that. And he like takes it and eats it, and he says, "Look, none of you committed any crimes that serious, except for that guy over there. But he's thrown himself into the fray, so I'll give him a pass. Get
Can
these
you?
civilians out of here,
What did he do?
and we'll forget all about this."
Please tell me
I-
what he did.
What? I
Uh,
don't think that's important right now.
I got time.
I say,
I don't.
Jin Kiri taught me
Hey,
to help
I got time.
someone regardless of who they are, and I put some berries in his hand and close it, and then I turn myself towards the civilians while these two are arguing.
Oh no, he turned himself
Oh,
into a trap
no.
card.
Oh, and he's green. He's an orc again. But also, I'd also
Yeah.
like to know what he did, because this dude's crazy.
I think you should hear it from him, not from
Ah.
me.
I don't know if I want to be that close to him again. But alright.
Okay. And rather than playing out this orc invasion, I think we should just call it here. And at the beginning of next session, we can play out the orc invasion.
Mission.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
We
Uh,
didn't use my healing spell.
It's good. You don't want to waste it on the guard. You'd rather waste it when Cheech dies from getting hit by 3 orcs in one turn.
I was gonna skadoosh him.
They can't do that if I'm doing this.
There he goes. Oh, I thought he was gonna become big again.
Bigger.
Is this visible? Is this little orange thing that I make, is this visible?
No.
Okay. I don't have that kind of power. Whoa.
Everyone should scale their picture to actual size. Like to the size of their person.
Big monkey. I put a 5 under me? Oh no, I guess I didn't.
Dude, I'm like fucking dangling my balls on the Venus's head.
Yeah, that's weird as fuck. How does everybody feel? Did everybody have fun? Everybody have a good time?
I
Yeah,
had
Mine
a
and my
terrible
wife.
day.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm just joking.
He's fucking with me.
Fucking got to do everything I wanted. And
Oh,
more.
dude, this is what I was looking for. This is gonna be me the whole game.
Surprised. Surprised.
How did that
Transformed.
statue go upside down?
Unconscious.
It's not upside.
Yeah, there we go.
The
The
orcs,
orcs knocked it over.
I almost blamed Josiah for this because I thought he was an orc in this one.
That does seem like something Josiah would do, is knock over the whole ass statue.
I did do that. Many times.
That's what you actually went to jail for.
Am I big? No, I'm not
No,
big.
not on my screen.
Yeah, now I'm big. Yeah.
Am I big?
You have to hit save. And now you're big. Let's dance.
How do I do that? Like that?
Hit control, and then or shift if you want to go real crazy.
Oh, hey, there you go. He summoned it.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, jeez. I'm putting myself back into frightened.
It's This is great. I think next session we should just do this.
How do I get back to my... There we go.
Whoa! Whoa!
Awesome jump scare.
What the fuck?
So
Whoa! How'd you do that?
I no, I don't know how to undo it. Fuck.
What the?
I just like pressed on it and like changed the dimension.
How?
This is really bad. I'm so sorry. I just put 100 as the width.
I don't. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here. Okay.
Yeah, press the pause.
For a second, I couldn't.
I don't know how to do that either. I don't know how they're
Okay,
making
I'm
themselves
just
so
gonna
big.
go back to normal. Thank you.
I like how you like slowly shrink back down to normal size.
How about this guy? You guys seen him?
What?
Little
guy?
Braden.
Who the hell is that guy?
Little Braden.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Right here.
Oh, he's tiny. Oh, jeez, yeah, if I zoom all the way in. Look at tiny,
tiny.
tiny Josiah, tiny Braden. How far zoomed in can I go? Yeah. Little Lucius.
How do you guys feel about the way this map looks?
I like it.
Yeah, it's good. We like.
Yeah, it's pretty good. What about the Great Bradonian Trek?
Wait, what are you talking about?
You know, where here, how about here. The Great Bradonian Migration. Alright. Well, I think it's time for me to hop off. We got 2 hours and 30 minutes worth of